Here we go.
Welcome to the
stream. Everybody, chaos mode.
Wow. Chaos mode for checking volume.
We have the zoomies.
Chaos mode.
This is the zoomies. Officer, I had the zoomies.
Sounding pretty muddled to me.
I'm sounding pretty muddled to you. All right.
No, it's better. Whatever you just did is better.
It's butter.
It's not butter. I can't believe it's not.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I think we're all... Oh, shit.
Ooh, Ivan. What's good?
That's not me.
Oh, ooh. I guess Ari.
That ain't me. Someone's usurping the sound. The inmates are running the asylum, as usual. Antifa is running things here at How to Kickflip a Horse once again. Welcome to the show. You know what it is. If you're just joining us, you're a real wild one. But I'm Ivan. I've got friends here. We're playing Picket Line Tango for the Mothership RPG. And those friends are Jesse.
Hello, I am Jesse, and I'm going to be playing Duck Billum. Billum. I don't know my name. I'm drunk on gun oil. There's a mystery, apparently.
Gun oil.
Beautiful. We're also joined by Tommy.
Hi, I'm Tommy. I'm playing Oleg. He's good at computers.
Awesome. That will certainly come in handy, I'm sure. We're also joined by Paul.
And I'm playing Sioss Ocxaero, and I'm a Teamster.
Employee of the month, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
And finally joining us once again is our man Ari.
What is going on? Happy to be here. I'm playing a jarhead who's very keen about solving crimes.
Hell yes, and hopefully we will solve those crimes and learn how to kickflip a horse.
Smoke weed every day.
I'd have a beer.
Oh, I love it.
All right. With the intro out of the way, let's resume our adventure. Who wants to catch us up on where we last left our intrepid corporate investigators?
Shills.
Good question. We had just had... God. We did some sleuthing last time. My notes weren't as good last time.
We definitely
start talking.
We went to the overseer's wife's house, and
We got some
Both
tea.
their house, but
We got some tea there.
and I was gonna say I got strange bottles of possibly liquor there that I consumed, and
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, we found some hints, but also really liquor was there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was it was the moonshine that you got off of the cook, not at the overseer's house.
Yeah.
there was
No,
I definitely found a bottle of something at the overseer's house, and
We each found a bottle, I think.
I think it was probably just. I mean,
the cook had one in his pocket, but I mean, there were other bottles of things that I was definitely consuming at the
You were
overseer's.
searching for booze. I think what we
Yes.
found in Relevance there when we found the flyer for the union,
Yeah.
That's one thing.
We found out that the cabana boy and the wife were stupping, and we figured out
He's an
that
artist.
we figured out that the android's memory or something has been tampered with because he has no memory. The latest thing he remembers is the garage, but it hasn't been the garage in a long time. It's been the cabana house, and his last memory was of a garage, which wasn't something. It hasn't been a garage for a long time, so there's definitely something going on with that android's memory.
It was not a garage because it was like a sex dungeon type place.
It's the casita where
Little
Franklin
house,
Cordero lives. It's like a bachelor pad stuck on the side.
I have in my notes. We found a phone after we had convinced her to take some of her sleeping pills.
Yep.
And I guess I was also drinking some of her champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what it was.
I think that's what you were drinking at
That's
the.
it.
Yeah.
I remember I put my phone number in Cassiopeia's contacts under Blythe and Cordero.
Yes, yeah. I have
Indeed,
that.
you did. Quite a
That was
move.
And that there was a lot of dick pics on the phone.
Copious.
Copious.
Daily dick pics is what I have in my notes.
Oh wait, no, that's my laundry list. That's my shopping list. My bad.
Oh, this is my personal
That's my
checklist.
notes with my partner. Whoops.
That's my to-do list. My bad.
Sexy goblin.
Question mark.
That's
question
just
mark,
my
question mark,
my
exclamation
my DM
point.
notes.
Have a pee-pee bender?
PP5
But yeah, so you guys-
doo-doo.
You guys did do that. You guys also examined the rest of the. Well, yeah, you examined the. You
bodies.
found the moonshine. Yeah, it was examining the other bodies. You gave them all another look.
Well.
And we left you guys at the overseer's house, having talked to the android butler Yorick
Mhm.
and the inconsolable Cassiopeia Tubbs, widow of and murderer of Ulysses Norton.
Ulysses. Ulysses nuts.
Let's see. It's approaching the end of first shift on day 2.
Oh, classic.
I'll say you guys have time to go to one more place if you
Ooh.
so choose, or we can just skip on through these days.
No, we gotta make use of our time.
Is Dude Man? Is Dude Man the casita there? Did we?
Cordero. So we've interviewed
Cordero?
Cordero already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he was pretty open with you about all the circumstances. His story checks out compared to it was him that gave the initial witness statement on the Norton murder.
Mm-hmm.
And it checks out. He's saying the same stuff.
He calls Cassiopeia a nightmare of a woman. He has a pet bear in a golden cage named Hieronymus.
Yep.
And
10%.
right.
It's a crossover.
I also
I
have
forgot
in
all
my
about
notes, that the story of the painting, like the story he told of the murder, was that she seemed kind of hypnotized after he said to something like "turn my socks out." That may not be an important detail, but I have the in quotes "turn my socks out" written down, and I think I wanted to see if it was a trigger word.
And then I thought the same thing with paint the garage at first.
Right.
That might have been a
So what is going on there is the turn my socks out line was just the first thing that came to Cordero's mind. Like he
something generic.
didn't hear, wasn't listening,
Yeah.
not in the habit of paying attention to Norton except when he's signing his checks.
Copy.
And then Yorick clarified that what Norton suggested was putting a fresh coat of paint on the garage once a color had been decided upon. And it could be. I mean, it's just as likely as anything a slip of the tongue, or he just still calls it the garage, even though it's Franklin's apartment or whatever. I think it's probably only Cordero that calls it the casita.
That makes
We
sense.
could check them for people.
Pride reasons.
He probably just he heard it. He knows it's an old Earth language in origin. He
No,
probably just
I don't
heard it in
have
some music. Thinks
a
it's
spare
cool.
bedroom in the garage. It's in my casita.
Right.
Meet me around.
My pet bear isn't in the garage. He's in the casita.
So can I do one more thing before we leave this place?
Yeah.
Punch someone.
I want to punch York. No, I want to ask York, okay, York, can you do me a favor? Are you capable of
Love.
of yourself, please? Is there something that you can do? I'd appreciate that. I want to just make sure you're up to speed before we leave.
You mean like a diagnostic?
Can you tell if anybody's been messing with your programming that shouldn't be, or anybody messed with you that shouldn't have been messing with you?
I mean, depends what you mean by messing with me. Being alone in the house all week has been doing a number on the old neuro servos. There we go.
Servo
That's
health
one that
is
makes
very
sense.
important. We don't talk about it enough.
Guys, I kind of want to bring him with us. Can we have a pet? Can we have a pet York? He's bored. He doesn't have anything to do. I'll take care of him. You guys won't even know he's there. Okay. No, that's it.
As much as I would enjoy accompanying you on the rest of your adventures here to, break up the boredom, I am contractually obligated to remain in attendance to Miss Tubbs.
Mm-hmm. However, we can seize any property that we want, so don't get fresh with me, big boy.
That's true. Okay.
Well,
I am, as ever, at your service.
Could you I'm sorry, are you done?
Yep. I'm done.
Could you list the places we haven't been?
List the places you haven't been, huh? Okay.
You can just give by number if we're looking at the map.
Or people we haven't talked to?
Sure. Okay, so let me look at my map, which actually has the words on it. So, number 10 is Overseer's House and the Casita. 9 is the graveyard. You have not been there. 8 is the company store, where you have been. 7 is the worker pods, or worker housing, as it might be more kindly referred to. The Duplass is number 6. You have been there. 5 is the communications array. You have not been there. 4 is the schoolhouse. Have not been there. 3 is the space elevator landing, which is where you arrived. 2 is the lab, where you have not been, and 1 is the mine proper, where you have not been. There's also that's also where the where the security offices are. Where the only other living suspect currently resides.
Oh, that's
the only one that you haven't interviewed, I mean.
Right. Which is that the cook?
No, the cook and the waiter killed each other. The man being held at the security station is Ren Harcourt, the former second in command of the Norton Outpost Security Force.
Okay. Murder. Yep, here it is. Okay, murder suspect in security. Well, I say we go there or to the graveyard because I like graveyards.
Flawless deductive reasoning.
I also want to go to the graveyard, but
Um,
I feel like we'll get more mileage out of a living person.
very true.
No.
That's true. Spooky.
I do I still have champagne?
Fucking guy.
I mean, if you took the bottle with you, sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably not much champagne, but some.
Well, she had several bottles, right? So I'm gonna say I'm gonna take
You
another
taking
one.
like an arm load? You're loading up your backpack?
I think I'd like one for now and one for later for sure. I would say that I would totally just be like, oh, we should if we're gonna go more than passers, I can have some champagne over the graves.
That's rude, dude. That's customary.
Yeah.
I support this.
Honestly, it's art. Look it up.
Yeah, we're cutting edge artists.
I
Performance art.
might even pour one out for the homies. I mean, into my mouth, but then.
Space homies.
Roll me
It's a thought that counts.
roll me a d4, would you?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You brought one bottle of champagne with you.
All right, everybody roll their bottles.
I will. I will finish this by the time we go and talk to that guy. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's the colony isn't like big, but it definitely would take not an insubstantial amount of time to walk one end to the other. But yeah. So you guys are heading to the security outpost to interview Ren.
Sure.
Is that the plan?
I mean, it makes most sense, right? They're living. They're a suspect. We're investigating.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
Keep in mind there was also the witness. The original witness statement came from the head scientist, Dr. Gwen McCall, who is also yet among the living.
Mm-hmm. At the lab, assumably.
Yes. All right. So as you guys have a walk and chat down the main street of Norton Colony to the security office,
Swigging the bottle away.
cannonballing it, as any proper corporate investigators would.
Is it like pandemonium in the streets, or is everyone still like working their shifts and?
So the mine itself is at a complete stoppage, but like obviously in order to keep the colony itself functioning, in regards to things like pressurization and artificial gravity and
Life support.
yeah, life support and
Essential
recycling and
tasks.
all that jazz. Yeah, there is a small, comparatively small number of essential staff, and one of the things that you guys do notice as you head down this way is at the base of the space elevator. It seems there's a lot more people here today.
And this is like the hotbed for picketing.
Yes, this is where the
entrance
picketers
to the
are. There's people marching. They're kind of doing a little circuit back and forth between the base of the elevator, but there is like a persistent crowd around the elevator itself. And you also notice that whereas when you arrived it was only a small handful of people with maybe one sign that said something about like recognize the union. There's now some signs that among the greater number of people. There's now signs that say things like "Scab, go home," and "Pure refinement cops, get out."
Oh shit.
Were those things?
I resemble that remark.
Things are getting a little spicy here.
We're just innocent men.
We're just here to
It seems
break
the
up
peasants
these.
are upset about something.
Oh. Ooh.
Well, I mean, it is the nature of our job. Let us destroy the hopes and dreams of these people.
Are they like literally like blocking the entrance, or is it like they?
They're not like blocking the road or anything. But if you were to try to get onto the space elevator, they give you the vibe that they would obstruct your way at the very least. And the terms of your contract stipulate that premature extraction would result in up to 1,000 credit, 100,000 credit bounty being placed on you.
Big loss. Big hell.
Big not good.
Huge.
Yeah, no good. And since the strike was on pure refining, also just forbid the use of the space elevator. There hasn't been any traffic in or out since Norton's missed their last benchmark.
And is there any other mode of transport besides the space elevator? Or is this the only?
No, that's the only way in or out.
Okay, cool.
Besides punching a hole in the dome.
Oh yeah.
The only way out.
But wouldn't recommend that.
Is the mine a visitable location?
Yeah, you can go there.
Does it have a number?
That's number 1.
That is the mine. Okay.
And there's no one there.
You know what? I see it now. I see how it's an elevator shaft now.
There's no workers there, but you were told that Blythe Tollison's office is there.
Okay, maybe we should.
Whose office?
Tollison.
Blythe Tollison, the foreman, the union organizer.
Yes.
The guy
who works days at the mine. Yep. I mean, union organizer's good, suspect's good, graveyards are fine. As a biologist, I feel like I should throw laboratory in there.
Sure. Take us to the lab.
You guys want to go to the lab now instead of security?
No, we can still do a security stop.
I think security or the mine are my two favorite places.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I'm impartial to either.
I'm just saying we were heading in a direction.
Yeah, we were.
All right, security it is.
Stay the course.
Graveyard.
All right.
In character, I'm not paying like, oh, we're going here. Okay. Well, no, guys, no, we're going here. We're not going anywhere else.
He's a point man. Well, you got the bottle, buddy. I'll
drunk
follow you wherever.
Yeah. The bottle's got to be empty by now.
Oh, it's definitely empty.
It's fucking emptied on that walk.
Yeah, like
champagne.
Shit.
God.
Also,
I spilled so much of it, burping and shit.
I gotta take a leak.
I got your back.
There's a bathroom in this place.
I already have.
I hope none of those picketers see you. It's almost like there's no toilets on this place.
Yeah, wherever.
No freebies.
So yeah, you guys, as it's the end of first shift or the beginning of the night shift, as it were, you notice that the security station, which is more of a security shed, built onto the front of basically a large gray concrete rectangle, seems unattended. There's a light on, but there's like no one in the booth itself. And as you approach, you can see beyond the booth, like through the back of the booth, is what constitutes the room on the other side of the concrete, and it's basically just a single barred cell with a stiff metal bench and a skinny guy with red eyes and a boxy haircut wearing the unarmored under layer of the standard issue security uniform. And he looks up at you guys as you approach, but he doesn't really say anything. And I mean, by doesn't really say anything, I mean he doesn't say anything.
Is this where the bodies are being kept also, or is this where the suspects are being kept?
No, the bodies are in the freezer at the company store.
Oh,
And the
right.
and the wife, and do we have any other suspects? Or do we? No, everybody else is dead.
The wife is at the overseer's house, who, is the suspect in Norton's murder, and then Ren is here. The suspect of Commander Lou's.
Got it.
Murder. And it does feel strange to call them suspects because they definitely did do it. There were witnesses for both.
Sure.
And they themselves have basically admitted it.
Well, guilty till proven innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I see you've studied corporate law.
That's right.
Why'd you do it, Ren?
So yeah, we just walk in and go talk to Ren.
You sure can. Are you just you're opening with why'd you do it, Ren?
I figured, why not? Anybody got something better?
Nah, go for it. I like it.
Nice.
Straight and to the point.
He looks like genuinely taken aback. He almost as though it hadn't occurred to him to think why he did it. And after a moment of consideration, he looks at you and he just says, "I don't know. It just happened."
Did you feel different, or did you felt like you were yourself the entire time? Like you felt in control of your actions?
That's the thing. I don't remember. I came to and it was done.
Well,
there I was with the rifle, and
did anything seem to trigger this altercation?
Yeah, walk us through the scenario. What happened?
Did you have anything to drink before this?
Or now?
And do you still have it all?
I mean, okay, can we do these one at a time?
No.
Can I
The old bad cop, bad cop, bad cop.
Bad cop, confusing cop.
Wait a minute, they're all bad cops.
I've been in this kind of hoose-cow before, all right?
We're bad cops.
I wasn't always a security office. I wasn't always a security officer. But
look, I can kick.
Look. Whoa. That's
look what I can do.
Fucking cool. That rules.
One thing.
Give me one question and then I'll answer it, and then you give me another question and then I'll answer that one. How's that sound?
I like to walk us through it. I mean, that's pretty much what we're all really getting at anyway. So
Gotcha.
I'll go with Ari's.
So I was eating lunch.
I
was eating lunch here at the security desk.
What were you
and geez, what did I have? Probably a space ham and cheese.
Damn.
Maybe probably an apple.
Space ham.
Coffee. About standard lunch. And Dr. McCall had come over and was I guess stopping here to just we're basically neighbors. We work across the street from one another. We're friendly, me and McCall and Yvonne, were. But so we're hanging out, eating lunch, and I remember Yvonne walking up, and then nothing, and then there I was with the butt of the rifle doing that.
So you were in a different room altogether?
No, we were just sitting out. We were sitting out there, and he gestures to like the sort of shack area. There's like there's like a counter. It's enough space for people to spread out a plastic bag of lunch or whatever.
And it's normal for you all to keep rifles on you out. You don't have an armory or anything?
Standard issue. It was leaning against the desk.
Cool.
Probably.
Good
It's not a lot of security issues around here lately. It's more mining accidents, and the kids get antsy sometimes, do graffiti and start fires and things, but nothing.
Do you
nothing
have
that I would really call crime?
Do you recall having any negative feelings against the victim before this incident? Had you had thoughts of trying to kill them before?
He sort of looks at you funny when you refer to her as the victim, and he like pauses and he says, "Who else have you all talked to? This can't be day one of your investigation."
It can't? Can it? Look at Mr. Expert now, knowing all the days of the week.
How much criminology have you?
I mean, it's Tuesday, and I've been in here since last Sunday?
Oh,
My
damn.
God! Even if it took you a week to get here, 2 weeks to get here, it'd be ridiculous.
So the murders are how many days old at this point?
A good
Murder
few.
one was like 12 or 13
A few days old,
ago.
but not...
Or are you having
Yeah.
a conversation with him?
No, because is his timeline matching up with what we know? Because I...
Are we huddling
Yeah,
together? Let's all huddle together in the corner of the room.
yeah,
We were feigning
haven't
ignorance.
I haven't said the days of the week before. That was just a bit, basically. But the timeline, I believe, was 2 weeks prior to your arrival, so 14 days prior to your arrival was the Norton murder. I believe we said 5 days after that was the Lou murder.
Yeah.
So why would you say that? Is there somebody else you think we should talk to?
I just think it's strange that you haven't talked to anyone who would have told you that me and Yvonne were like a couple. We were talking
Couple of
about
what?
getting married.
Literally nobody has said that to us.
Great time for jokes.
Thank you.
Huh.
Couple of
I guess
what?
it just didn't come up.
Did she have herself painted lately by any chance? Or ever heard of something called La Casita?
Oh, what, that Cordero guy?
Yes.
I know
What do you know
him.
about? What do you know about
Oh,
Cordero?
he's a worm. He's
Yeah.
a fine guy to guys, but he's a worm every other chance.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
What do you think about his artwork?
Painting, take it or leave it. I'm more of a vid feed guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you have any relationship with Cassiopeia Tubbs?
Not technically, I suppose. She's my boss's wife, and I know who she is because there's only 100 or so people here, but no, I don't know her personally.
But
I've
you
seen
haven't,
her,
been in the
I've
same
seen her
room
at
with her
DePlass, but
recently?
I've seen everyone at DePlass, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you aware of any murders happening since you were locked up?
Have there been more murders?
I'm asking you. Are you?
We're together questions here. Slap.
Yeah, exactly.
Break your finger. Break a finger.
Jesus.
I'm asking the question.
No, don't break my finger. I need those.
All right.
Break his
To
dick.
do more murdering?
I've only got 10 of them.
Dear God, he
Break
has
his
10
dick.
dicks.
The man with... Never mind.
Wow.
I would like to have this item, but I never really bought it or bought anything with my credits. So
Okay.
I would like to have a med scanner if I ever got one. But
Sure.
I could also just run a biology, John, if need be.
Believe the med scanner will provide you with a bonus on the biology.
Yeah, allows a living or dead body to analyze it for disease or abnormalities without having to do a biopsy or autopsy. So, all the same.
Go for it.
Yeah. I would do I'm gonna scan you now and see if there's anything abnormal going in here.
says, "Does it show where you just slapped me?"
No.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
What? I don't understand how adding an advantage works, but I'm going to.
When you do the roll, it'll ask you if you want to roll it with advantage, and so just do that.
Yeah, but then it asked me for a modifier.
No modifier.
Choose.
Yeah, there's no
I do
modifier.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I had to be under, right?
I succeeded on both of them, and doubles
see.
is a critical success.
Whoa.
Ooh, did you have to say doggone? Oh wait, no, wrong game.
Daggone it.
Great
Bark.
callback! Holy shit!
Barks and
yeah.
bites? Throwbacks?
The deep,
Wow.
storied history of Hitka. Love it.
Cool.
Okay, so tell me exactly what you're looking for here,
I mean,
Dr. Volkov.
I guess, like anything that would, like, I would think if they're breathing in something, or if there's just something conditional that's causing, if there's something being introduced to them, like a
So you're
toxin
looking
or
for like a toxin or some sort of external agent that has acted on them biologically.
Yeah, that's like my hunch. That's where my line of thought is going. That's like my thread.
Gotcha. So using your medical scanner to scan him, you find out a variety of what amounts to trivia about this man, Ren Harcourt. It has his exact height, his exact weight, all of his other like physical stats. It has dates for relevant vaccines. It has his amount of time that he's been in the colony. It has like previous contracts. Strange that these things show up on a medical device, but hey, that's the future. It shows you his credit rating, his eye color, and his blood type. It shows you that he is pretty dehydrated, that he is a smoker of cigarettes and cannabis, but then who isn't in the future.
Nice weed.
And he's showing mild symptoms of alcohol withdrawal. But other than that, pretty like regular healthy guy.
I give him a Jolly Rancher.
Oh,
I know how tough it can be.
he looks at it. He looks at you suspiciously, but like definitely just wants a Jolly Rancher for sure. What kind is it?
It's a blue one.
Yeah, it's definitely the blue one.
Nice, so good.
Fuck yeah.
I like a watermelon one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Sour apple's a good one too.
I don't really like sour apple candy. Like in general, like there are sour candies that I enjoy, but sour apple in particular is like, good.
Fuck Granny Smith.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
bad-
whoa,
bad kinda apple, if you ask me,
Let's calm
too.
down. Let's calm the fuck down here. Not say
honey,
things we don't mean.
honey, Chris gang.
Yeah, honey crisp for life.
Oh my god, you fucking honey cripsters, honey hipsters.
I liked honey crisp before it was cool.
Yeah, for sure. So then I will relay to the bulls that the scanner checks out. You're not experiencing any. What do you believe to be the cause? I mean, were you just sloshed? I mean, is that why you don't remember anything?
I drink a fair amount, but there's only so much to do here, and
Murder being one of them.
I mean, look, just because a guy gets drunk a lot and has loud public fights with his girlfriend, who is also his boss, doesn't mean that he is gonna murder her.
Statistically, this does not look in your favor, but I'm willing to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty well resigned to this at this point. I don't see any way of getting myself out of this.
Tell us your routine. What do you do on a daily day?
We alternate day and night shifts, and we meet in the middle for lunch. or I guess in Yvonne's case, it's usually, or well, no, I guess it depends on who's coming in for second shift. Whatever. You meet for lunch, breakfast. Only there was a combination of those words.
There isn't.
You think with this much technology in the future?
Not in the future.
No, Brandon's still working on that.
They took a
one.
lot of words after the word jihad. There was just so many less words in the world.
The word purge.
Yep.
The great word purge.
Well, who knows what else we've lost to time.
Mm.
But, yeah, other than that, hang out. Normal duties since the strike began has been a little more hectic. We have to keep an eye on those guys so that, you know how people get in crowds. It's easy for someone to fall over or bump into someone the wrong way. There's people out there claiming that others are scabs or company sympathizers or what have you. But
Why don't you write a list down of all those people real quick?
Yeah. Here, let me start a new stitch. I mean,
just go down, hang out at the space elevator and look for the people.
You mentioned
people not protesting.
You mentioned
hanging out.
You mentioned getting into arguments. What would be something that you typically argue over? What was the cause of your quarrels?
I mean, obviously the drinking.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
What is that? Why is that a problem?
Sometimes it was
you weren't doing enough of it for her taste.
Yeah, she was a real
story is old as time. Just wasn't drinking enough.
Classic. Picking up the kids early, not forgetting birthdays. It's just one thing after another.
Oh my god.
But
that one. Did she have any enemies? Anybody that would want to do her harm? I read that in a book one time.
I mean, some people are weird about security forces, but no one. There was never anything beyond, making some kids wash graffiti off the walls, or I don't know. There wasn't. It's very quiet and very boring here. The occasional bar fight, I suppose, might be the most violent thing we've dealt with any sort of regularity, but never murders.
Is it
people
not
have
part
to
of
pass
your
like
job?
psych exams to get contracts here?
More important than the murders, is it not part of your job to break up the protesters?
I mean, look, you want to go down, try and do that with 2 security officers who will watch the shed.
Who will watch the shed?
Well,
exactly.
That's a great point.
You'll notice it was unattended when you got here. Vic comes by and drops me off what rations he can spare, but apparently being a prisoner has taken me off of the roster.
So it sounds like, how long were you at the, what was the name of this bar again?
The Class?
Yeah,
Sally's.
Yeah, that's one more for the rule of 3. What was I going to say? When was the last time you went there? When was the last time you were there?
He looks like he's about to say something almost reflexively, and then he takes a second to actually think, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I was at the Place the night before, and pretty late. I guess I closed it down. I gotta be honest. I don't have you know how it is. You drink all night after work and get home, and it kind of blends together with all the other times you've done that.
No idea what you're talking about. Can you elaborate?
This man is holding
that?
2 empty champagne bottles.
It's like trying to get that last drop, like hitting the bottom like a ketchup.
tongue fully in the.
Yeah,
Yeah, guys.
do the little swirl.
This story doesn't check out.
I call for a huddle. I call for a group huddle.
Rhubarb.
Where I mean, I know this is kind of thin, but was everybody who's done a murder was at the bar thing the night before? I mean, I know that's where everybody goes, but
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm thinking that's one connection.
I didn't see that at all. I am not paying attention well enough.
Also, where are places that all these people could have gone if we really don't think they knew what was going on? But the difference is the wife remembers doing the stabby, or so she says, but he doesn't remember. He just has a blank in his hole, so we don't really know if.
No, she said the same thing. She came to like holding the weapon.
Oh, I thought she came to doing the stabbies.
That's why I thought it was like a biological thing. I thought I don't know.
So she just came to and the deed was already done. But
yeah.
Okay, so we don't really know if they did. I thought we had her because she said that she did it, that she stabbed him. That's what the other impression that I was getting. That they
I mean, she confessed to it because from her recollection of events, it's kind of the only thing that could have happened. Same with this guy. And there were also, in both cases, a second eyewitness.
Right. Do we know who put Ren in this cage?
If you're asking him, he'll tell you that it was the doctor and it was sort of a joint effort. The doctor, Vic, and Ted Ijaz, the pianist, before he went in on his shift.
So I brought all the medical records with me, and did we say that all the blood tests came back negative for the bodies? There wasn't anything strange in the systems of the deceased?
In the deceased, let's see.
The autopsy report.
Yeah. Let's see here. Norton, no notable biological or medical data on him. Commander Liu, there is a record of an injury that she received in a fight at the bar, which left her with a scar from the corner of her mouth down to her collarbone. She apparently got smashed with a bottle. Let's see, and the cook and the waiter were both healthy. Smokers and drinkers, but pretty solid baseline, spacefaring, contractable, healthy.
Your average asset.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And have we talked to both the witnesses that saw this?
Yes, Ren is the... Oh, no. You talked to Cordero and Yorick, who witnessed the Norton killing, and you have not yet talked to Dr. McCall, who witnessed the Lou murder.
Okay.
Sounds like the doc's next.
It sounds like it. I think we'll have to wait till next shift, or we can talk to him tonight.
You could swing by there on your way back to the company store, but it's possible that shift ended.
Well, we can find him in his personal quarters, or wherever he may be. Yes.
Hell yeah, we gonna find his ass. We got a storyline to chase.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Is there anything else we need to ask this person?
I don't know. There?
Did you get into a bar fight the last time the night before? You allegedly.
No, I just hung out. Usual crowd over there. I think at the end it was. I remember Ted leaving, and then I guess it was just me and Lucas.
Hmm.
I think I probably had one more, and then headed home. I was like, I was hungover. I was hungover the day of the day it happened, but not.
Where was your work
crazy
wifey? Where was your work wifey that night?
My actual domestic partner. She just went home earlier. She got off her shift here. There's the same as with lunchtime. There's a little overlap in the middle.
Ah, got it. So, what you're trying to tell me is you were having. So, the murdered is not his wife. That's a little side chick, or did I miss that? That is
no. They're just not married. They're
not married, but they are. Okay, there's this. Got it.
Yeah, they're a couple for sure.
And then the medical report shows that she got into a bar fight.
That's like no. That's like an old. That's like an old incident.
Got it. Okay, cool. Just checking.
Months and months and months, if not years prior.
Got it. Okay. Just checking. I think I'm good. I'm good with this guy. I'm finished with him. Just here's a Jolly Rancher.
Is the key anywhere around here to his cell?
He says, I imagine Vic has it.
Okay.
Oh, I do, but just one more thing. Who do you think would benefit from, let's say, the death of Norton?
Well, I can think of a lot of miners that wouldn't be sad to see him go. Never mind
only
another
people over 18, please. Oh, no, different type of miner, sorry.
Miner with an ER. But they wouldn't have been sad to see him go, but I don't think a lot of them have that in them. I never get, you see some incendiary language thrown around in their recruitment pamphlets every now and then, but they're all bluster. It's only really gotten out of hand recently because of the Norton murder, and I can't imagine having your head of security murdered and your second in command security officer imprisoned is doing much for regular people feeling
that's
safe among this rabble.
Definitely sounds like a fire sale.
I'm unfamiliar with this term. Why would you sell things that were on fire?
Well,
you have to sell them fast, or they'll lose all
What does fire want to buy in the first place?
Yeah, it's lit.
It's
always lit.
It sounds familiar with the term lit.
So it sounds like if somebody was trying to take down an organization, I think the head of security and the head of, or the president or whatever position he had would be the best place to make that happen. So if these seem a little bit too strategic to be random, I think.
Yeah, and like the I feel like the lack of consciousness, like the coming to at the murder, like what's that all about?
Does anybody have any research, or maybe I can just do a little bio check to see if there's any type of substances that we know
that would have this kind of like effect on someone?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. I can open up my chart. Friends. And I think this will have to be a biology check, which I'm not trained in, but let's give it a shot.
Let's fucking go. Everybody bio.
Everyone knows a little trivia about most things.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, unfortunately, this doesn't ring any bells for you. It like the closest thing that you can think is maybe nice. I don't know what happens when you get exactly the number. I assume
That
it's
means I win.
yeah. I assume it's a pass.
It's gotta be like a critical win.
You see me fumbling
Franz-
around with a book.
The only thing that you can think of is like the cordyceps fungus, but like clearly that has other effects, and doesn't have the ability to like choose which ants it affects. If that makes sense.
To choose which effects?
Which like ants it affects. The cordyceps virus that infects ants and makes them climb trees and explode.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'm an uncle,
Hey, Tommy's knocking him dead tonight.
Out of the park. With a 53 duck, what this sounds like to you could be... So the first thing that you think of is you have heard of androids being... It's butt leeches. 100% it's butt leeches.
Got it.
You have heard of androids... as butt leeches on the man meat.
That's right.
Oh, hell yeah.
The first thing it makes you think of is you've heard of a phenomenon in which androids can be effectively remote controlled. I believe we may not have said this during this game, but we've certainly said it in other Mothership games that we've played, and in the Mothership universe that I'm running, I consider the androids to be artificial, but still like
autonomous kind of.
But still organic.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Like in Aliens when Bishop gets ripped in half. Like it's obvious that his stuff is fake, but it's still made of like meat, basically.
Man meat. Yeah, it's the man
It's
meat.
just artificial.
Like, organic. Yeah, it's like a bioorganic.
Yeah, it's artificial but not inorganic. So that's sort of relevant. Like you have heard of androids being controlled remotely, despite the fact that they are organic entities.
Okay.
And yeah, that's that's what's kicking around in your brain right now, at least.
And I'm going to share that with the group.
You also notice that Ren, upon your guys' most recent recounting of the events out loud in front of this man who was very clearly traumatized by the events, he is now crying quietly, sitting with his head in his hands on the cot.
That's two people we've made cry today. I think that's let's go make it 3.
Oh Jesus! Are they going after now?
No, we're gonna. I think our plan is to talk to the doc next, but I think that'll might have to wait for next session because we've got just about 10 minutes left. I don't know.
Sure.
Whatever.
It's up to y'all. I don't know.
Yeah, we can make this last 10 minutes. So before we depart, does anyone have anything else they want to ask Harcourt?
When we asked him like why'd he do it, he's like, I don't know, like I couldn't tell you because he blacked out prior to the incident.
During
during the incident.
Murdered their lover.
Oh, I've got one last question. Between the last thing you remember and coming to, do you know about how much time had passed?
I mean, it was still the mid shift, so it couldn't have been that long. And then it was, I don't know, another couple minutes at max before Dr. McCall had got Vic and Ted over here. So yeah, couple minutes, 5 minutes, maybe tops.
Okay.
And you've never had an experience like that before, where you had lost time or blacked out, and
I haven't had a proper ambulatory blackout since high school, man. I usually, if I, like I said, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not a heavy drinker, but if I step over that precipice, it's usually directly into pants pissing unconsciousness.
Oh, did you go to Walmart Tech? Is that where you went to high school?
I did the Costco University correspondence program.
Nice. Yeah, I went to the Taco Bell School of Security personally.
Nice. Prestigious.
Yep. And you were having breakfast. That was the last thing you remember, correct?
It was my lunch, Yvonne's
your
breakfast.
lunch. So it was your lunch, and you're having a space ham sandwich.
Yes.
Okay. Big ham.
It was ham and cheese, yeah.
So
I think we should-
would you call space ham spam?
Don't be ridiculous. Gosh. I'm sorry about him.
Or is it space spam?
Spam.
Spam.
It's the fam spam.
No,
Spam
we
big
respect and fear the void out here, so we don't abbreviate space. It's considered bad luck.
Oh, space.
So we have two people who seemingly were one having tea, one having breakfast. Correct? The cornucopia, she was having.
Yeah, they were having tea while she posed for the latest painting.
Got it. All right, cool. So I think next
breakfast is not the healthiest meal of the day.
No, I'm thinking we should check these whatever's left for food or the vessels they were used for, and check them for poisoning. See if there was any type of thing introduced, at least orally, because that's pretty much another tie-in that we've got. They each consumed something right before they blacked out.
Mm-hmm. All right, guess we got to start digging up these bodies.
What did the waiter consume?
Oh, I don't know yet. I wasn't there for that. Did the waiters consume? Oh, they cook. Did they? I didn't see the video. Did they share the bottle, or what did the video show? Because I didn't see the video. I wasn't here for that.
The video showed the cook take a swig of his pocket moonshine, put it back in his pocket, and then the waiter arrived, and they locked eyes and went at it.
So we don't know what the waiter was doing beforehand, but we do know that the
presumably walking to his shift at the Place.
Well, yes, but we don't know if he had taken a little swig from something before he came in, from a little stash, or had something before.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true.
The walk, but I'm guessing. All right, just trying to put some things together. Maybe he had a red herring. Sure. Maybe he had a red herring before he came in.
Yeah, if there's like a wild batch of, absinthe or something.
Ren looks up at you guys and he says, "Do you guys really think it's like something else going on? I've been sitting in here all week just thinking I snapped."
I mean, you look like a murderer, and they're probably going to treat it like that. So.
Well, Jesus.
I mean...
And it could happen again. Maybe
I forgot to put up Bren's portrait.
I don't think there's any reason that you should be the one person in jail when the other ones aren't.
Yeah, it's true.
What do you mean?
Well, there's been a few more murders.
What? Oh?
Yeah, it's like Murder City over here. Mm-hmm. Don't tell anyone, though. I mean, where are you going?
Just like murdering left and right over here.
Yeah.
So then something has to be going on, right? You're gonna solve this. That means I'm innocent.
Well, we're gonna come to a
let's not
conclusion.
jump. Hold on there, champ.
Well,
we're gonna file some.
Did the
reports.
same? Was it the same with Miss Tubbs and the whoever these other murders are? Did they just black out? That's too.
There's similarities.
It's too specific to be a coincidence. Come on, I know you guys are corpos.
We're asking the questions here.
That's true, and I just did a bio scanner of you, and you're not showing any illicit signs of any substances outside of
I don't do any illicit. I'd hardly call alcoholism illicit.
All I'm saying is the scanners.
He points out to the shed area, and he says, "My lunch bag is probably still in the trash can out there. Like, give that a scan too. Why not? We gotta figure this out, man. They'll probably execute me.
You'd be
And the
surprised
trial's
on how
tomorrow. Did no one tell you that?
No, nobody told us there's a trial.
They do trials
We're not here for the details.
How do
He's- He sinks back onto the cot utterly defeated, and he's like, "They're gonna totally fucking kill me."
Nah,
Probably.
It's fine.
Where'd you say that lunch bag is?
Nobody here has more authority than us.
Check the
gonna
trash
kill
bag
you.
in the shed.
You're technically my property, bro. You can't kill
That's right.
property.
That's
I
right.
don't know
Let's
if
take it.
that's strictly true. I know a little
gonna let
bit
it
about
happen.
corporate law.
I'm leaving on that one.
Yeah,
I'm
that
going
was
to
a
shed.
little. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll take you. We'll
I locked the door behind me.
we're gonna log you in as essential evidence, so you cannot be disposed of until we are done with our investigation.
I'm not an android. I can't be taken as evidence.
Aren't you?
Wait, do you know you're not an android?
Did you know the
positive,
con-
right?
I have the medical records to prove it.
You just did a scan of him. I think that would have come up.
Certainly.
I was just kind of mind gassing him.
Oh, well, okay. No, you're right. And who knows? Maybe this is your hallucination, and maybe the murder is the real you. Have you ever?
Yeah,
thought
I think
of
we
that?
just need to
You're
reboot
crazy.
this. We need to reboot this system.
Huh.
We gotta
Maybe.
reboot our. You just need a reboot.
A rabbi?
Might just need a reboot. But you know what a reboot is for a regular human is a good night's rest.
That's right.
And so as you guys exit the security booth, you do take a little pass by the lab, but the lights are all clearly off. No one is going to be in there until the start of day 3, which is where we will resume on the next episode of How to Kick Flip a Horse, the show that we are doing.
Great.
Thank you guys for playing. This has been Picket Line Tango by Emily Weiss of Anodyne Printwear. Art by Roque Romero. Edited by Ian Yusem. Proofreading. I can read good. Proofreading by Fiona, Maeve, Geist. And layout by Eric K. Hill. Mothership is by Tuesday Night Games. And you can find that at mothership.rpg.com. Boy, have they got a lot of cool Mothership stuff.
The mother load.
And let's see what else. Our theme song is by our buddy DJ Yev, who... Jesse, did you ever touch base with him to get a accurate SoundCloud by any chance?
You know,
Because the last time I looked at SoundCloud/Ieva, it did not appear to be our man.
I haven't yet. I need to reach out to him.
That'd be cool if you could do that at some point, but, no biggie. Let's see. Anything else? I didn't play it this time, but we got some piano music on other episodes by my good buddy Sammy. Sam Williamson. You can find him and his cool music on Instagram and on YouTube. Just, I think I'll just put the link to his cool new album in the episode description.
Hell yeah, I love that.
And anything else? Anyone got anything I'm missing? Follow us on Instagram. Give us $2 on Ko-Fi. That's it.
For running the game.
Yes, thank you.
anytime.
Seriously, thank you.
My pleasure. I have so much fun running this stuff for you guys. This adventure in particular has been a real hoot for me as a DM. I've never run like a proper murder mystery before.
Yeah, I think we're really starting to get into the meat and potato. Like, starting to be investigators, asking questions, get in there.
For sure. It's only gonna get.
Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
It's only gonna get grittier after this.
I'm only here for acquisitions.
So tune in next time to see what we can acquire, and if the real mismanaged evidence was the friends we made along the way. On How to Kickflip a Horse. Wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry. There it is. I almost played the long one on the wrong tab so that I wouldn't be able to do sound effects during it.
Fool.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money. Needing a lot now. Money please.
Side effect of the marijuana poisoning.
I love this show.